So when Breaking Bad was wrapping up, creator Vince Gilligan announced a spin-off prequel, Better Call Saul. And we were all thrilled because we were once again going to be visiting this universe. So now the premiere aired and let's see how it delivered. The episode begins with an unknown character doing stuff for a long amount of time. And just by the first scene, you can tell that Gilligan is behind this. Why? It's slow. Now, Breaking Bad had that same tone, but that's because they gave you some space to invest and connect with all these characters and the situations they were in. However, here I know nothing about this character, which made the intro feel lengthy and hey, wait a minute, that's Saul Goodman. Oh. I still stand by for what I said. Okay, call me blind or stupid, but I can't be the only one who did not recognize him and learned about it from Wikipedia 2 days later. I thought he was just some generic criminal who will meet Saul later on. This made my experience and enjoyment a lot worse. Not a very good start, huh, Gilly? We then cut to Saul Goodman, now James McGill, being a shitty lawyer who gets $700 paychecks and defends people who have sex with dolls. Now, I gotta give credit to Bob Odenkirk's performance. He's not only playing Jimmy, but also the Saul Goodman parts inside him who will one day make him Saul Goodman. The show just wouldn't be the same if they had a different actor playing him. We are then introduced to more characters, Howard and Chuck, and have some lawyer-to-lawyer mumbo-jumbo.
They're Chuck's data issues, and Chuck isn't greedy, so he'll just take 2 plus $17 million in that ballpark. I mean, we'll know once we get the accountants poking around here.
Until then, his office is just as he left it. His secretary's still on payroll. If Chuck can call this an extended sabbatical, then so can we. He's that important to us.
Let's take this to its logical conclusion. In order to pay out my share, suppose my partners are forced to liquidate the firm. Then what?
Then Jimmy meets 2 skaters who talks into faking an accident to screw over those evil people for the corporation he works in. But things go south and oh my god, it's Tuco! What? Oh. Better stay tuned for episode 2, guys! Episode 2 begins and Tuco takes them to the desert, and I actually liked this scene a lot. Not only was there an excellent balance between dark and funny, but it also showcases that Jimmy has some parallels with Walter White. Ultimately, his biggest weapon is his brain, something that most criminals don't have, which is why he had the advantage. I also gotta touch on Raymond Cruz's performance. He plays Tuco, the same Tuco that we know from Breaking Bad. The man who is psychotic, but also in some way believes in family and respect and justice. Watching this, you know this is a Breaking Bad spin-off, and Vince and Peter did an excellent job of making you feel like you're back in that universe. They come to an agreement and Jimmy returns to Chuck, who ends up being Amish. He forces him to take off his electromagnetic shield. Looks like that Jimmy is Breaking Bad. We then get a montage of Jimmy helping criminals and increasing his ego, but is still not satisfied. And while for a montage it was a bit long, it was backed up by incredible background music and Odenkirk's performance. He meets Nacho, who proposes a deal with him, but he kindly refuses. End. So in the end, yeah, I'm in. Hopefully they can keep this up, and who knows, maybe, just maybe, one day this might be the next Breaking Bad.
Gunter, do you even love me?